Good evening, good evening, good evening. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you doing? How y'all doing on this snowy in the house evening? How y'all doing? I'm gonna tag a few people. Tag a few people. Tag a few people right quick. Good evening, good evening. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hey. How y'all doing? Well, as you see, the title is Sometimes You Have to Speak Up to Yourself. You have to speak up to yourself. And I'm going to tell you what that means. You know, you can talk yourself out of your dream because of what you thinking inside your own head. You can talk yourself out of your dream because you're feeling some kind of way. You're doubting yourself. You're not believing in yourself. So you talk yourself out of it. The dream that God has put inside of you, and you have been working because you hit a brick wall, because you ran into a valley or a mountain. You have convinced yourself that it's not going to happen. So sometimes we have to speak up to ourselves, talk to yourself and tell you, no, I'm not going to believe that about me because I believe in me. I believe what God has put on the inside of me. So I'm not going to doubt me. I'm going to have faith in me because I'm trusting God all the way. I'm trusting God to lead and guide me. Lead and guide me the way I should go. I'm trusting God. So stop allowing yourself to think bad about yourself. You know, it's not other people that think bad about us. It's us. We are our own worst enemy. We are our own worst enemy. We can cause our own self to miss the blessing that God has for us because we're not believing in us. You're not believing what God is doing for you. You're not believing how He's changed your life. You're not believing that you are walking into who God is calling you to be. You're not walking into that. You're not believing that. You haven't understood exactly what you holding in your hand. You think it's just a fly by night thing that you developed a business, that you started a business. But guess what? It's not. It's not. It was ordained. You ordained, and it was put in you when you was in your mother's womb, when you was a child. It's some things that you have done when you was a child, and you was like, I didn't know that I could do that, or the creativity about yourself. You didn't understand. You didn't know. So sometimes when we start thinking bad, we need to start talking to ourselves and stop talking yourself out of what God is doing for you. Stop being so critical about you. I know that's our thing. We are our own worst enemy. But I guarantee you, if you start changing the words that are coming out of your mouth, your whole life is going to change. If you start talking life to yourself, you just start saying self and myself. Yourself might say, huh? So you start talking to yourself and stop talking yourself out of the blessing God has with your name on it. You have to talk up to yourself, just like you talk up to people that you say that mistreated you. You say that they want to do your children any kind of way. Talk to yourself like that. Talk to yourself. Talk up to yourself. Talk up for yourself to yourself. Because that's our whole problem. That's why we in general are not where we want to be in life. Because we have allowed ourselves to talk us out of moving forward. You have convinced yourself that you're not going to be any farther than you are now. See, because if you thinking that, you're doubting God. You're doubting what God can do for you. You need to start dreaming about the possibilities of your life. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. You can dream. Dream about the possibilities, whether it's children, marriage, your home, whatever it is. Think, dream, and think about the possibilities. You dream it, you think it, you eat it, you work it. The possibilities. There are possibilities that you can have, but you have to believe it. You have to know that God is going to lead you where he is taking you for a purpose. All the heartache, the pain, it wasn't for nothing. It wasn't for nothing. It was for something. Don't talk yourself out of the blessing that you have prayed for, the petitions you have before God. You have petitions before God, and he is ready to deliver what you asked for. But you are putting a negative connotation in your head about yourself, about your business, about your ministry, about your life. Stop being negative. Stop being negative. Proverbs 18:21. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. For me and mine, we speak in life. We're not speaking death. We're speaking our life and not our funeral. We're going to live our life, and we're not going to be worrying about the funeral, because we're going to live and not just exist. Stay out your head. Get outside of your head. See, because that would make you think. See, we want to think so hard. We want to focus on something so deep that you can't even take one day at a time. You want to take 5 and 6 days, and the Lord's Prayer say, give us our daily bread. So don't give me the daily bread. Give me what I need today. If you let me see tomorrow, give me what I need tomorrow. But give us our daily bread. Give us our daily bread. Stop counting yourself out because you don't have what they have. Your mindset is not like the person next to you. It's not supposed to be. Why? Because we're not the same. God has given each and every one of us tools. He's given each and every one of us talents. He wants you to use them. Don't let your gifts die. Don't take your gift to the grave. Don't take your gift to the grave. The dream he put inside of you, only you can birth that dream. But you have to believe in what's inside of you in order to continue to move forward. You can't have a pity party and think that God is going to continue to bless you. You can't feel sorry for yourself because you're going through a little something right now. You thank God for the trials and tribulations because it's going to get greater later. It's going to get greater later. Your best days are in front of you. Your best days are in front of you. They're not behind you. Stop looking behind you. Stop doubting what you can do. Stop doubting what God told you your assignment is. And I'm telling you what I know, not something that I heard. I used to doubt my assignment. I didn't believe I can do it. But God said you can. I've already equipped you with what you need. So stop being so critical about what you do, about your assignment. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It's time for you to stand up to yourself and continue to move forward. How many are ready to stand up to yourself? See, I know that sounds funny to somebody. Stand up to yourself. The stinking thinking, stand up to yourself. The being doubtful, stand up to yourself. Not believing in you, stand up to yourself. It's time for you to stand up to yourself and move forward. Y'all be blessed. Love you, love you, love you. This was Motivational Moments with Gigi Smith. Love y'all.